These are my thoughts on Welcome to Kowloon. It's not gonna be the longest video because this wasn't the longest game. We literally completed it in less than an hour. But I do have a few things I want to say. First and foremost, beautiful looking game. The crazy old lady that keeps flickering in the screen every once in a while. Probably not the best detailed model in the world, nor were like the zombie corpse models that were frequently used throughout the game. But the like apartments, the walls, the flooring, all like the debris and stuff everywhere. All of that was really, really well detailed, and it just made it feel very immersive. Is able to kind of get sucked into it. Therefore, the tension that this game likes to build constantly was honestly constantly felt like I was really kind of like nervous to turn around any given corner or open any door because you never knew what was going to jump out at you. Um, that being said, this game is like 100% reliant on jump scares. There's one section where you have to run through a hallway really fast, and if you get caught, you die. But uh, that's it. There's literally only one section of that. Everything else is just jump scares, and normally I would say it got kind of old, but for as short as this game was, I think it was just right. I think it had just the right amount of jump scares. It wasn't like completely jam packed with them, but there definitely wasn't. It didn't feel void of any because like right as you were expecting something weird to happen, something weird usually did happen. Um, and a couple times when you weren't really expecting something weird to happen, something weird would happen. So it had a good mix, had a good pace. The story is short and sweet, doesn't need a lot of over explanation, and the fact that you're able to feed the dog, 10 out of 10. Um, no, but the very minimal interactions and stuff did this game some justice because really it was about the kind of just going through the ride, getting to those jump scares, having a having a hoot, and then that was it. So ultimately, games like this are really hard to put on a scale, because with my thoughts videos, those games, I put like 100 hours into. I've got a lot of things kind of contributing to the score overall, and what I can say is it isn't a good game, well, according to me, to like myself. But um, I mean, this game was like $7 on Steam. I'm sure you can get it even cheaper when it's on sale. Graphics wise, it was really well done. A couple textures or a couple models were a little but overall, the graphics were really good. That's partly why I decided to play it. Was simply just because I thought it looked really good. Um, I mean, it had a good enough hook, very claustrophobic, um, creepy, monster guys that you got to see. Lighting was really well done as well. Um, so yeah, I guess for me personally, again, it's like throwing a numerical value on it's really hard to do because it's like, what did I expect from it? What did it deliver? What can I like fairly expect from something like this? And what should I expect it to deliver? That kind of thing. But you know what? I had a blast. I thought it was actually really fun. It was a nice one shot thing, nice way to waste my time. So I'm gonna give this, considering how short it was, I'll give this one an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. I think even though it was so short, it could have done maybe with another chase sequence or something like that. Um, Maybe a couple more jump scares, ones that don't feel so cheap, like the back of the picture frame one. But other than that, like it was cool. Like I said, I had a lot of fun. It was a good time. Wasn't long spent, but I think for the amount of time that was spent, I got a good sense of satisfaction out of it. I mean, we came, we saw, we conquered. Um, so for me, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. For like the random average person, yeah, this is probably like a 4 or 5 out of 10. I'll lean in. Hope there's a little bit more common sense than is common nowadays. But we'll give it a 5 out of 10 for the average person. And why is it so low? Well, ultimately, the game is really short. And if you're the kind of person who's only buying 1 or 2 games a year, this is definitely not going to be something that you're going to even probably pick up or have on your radar. But if, for some reason it is, let's say maybe your kid got you onto it, or you misclicked on the Steam store. Who knows? Maybe this goes on sale for like 50 cents and you just like, oh, 50 cents. The graphics look nice. Let's go for it. Um, but there's just not a lot to do. This is more or less an interactive roller coaster in that there's a couple things that you can pick up and open and close, but otherwise you're pretty much just walking through a on rails experience that slowly progresses as you find the objective items, and the big crescendo is ultimately kind of like uneventful because you run out to your car and you leave and you realize the city never existed at all. And that was that. There's not a lot in the way of story or anything to really grip you. No such thing as characters other than the dog. Even the main character fails to really have any sort of personality or anything more than just a vessel for a camera viewpoint to be mounted. So overall, I really don't think there's much here that's going to grab the average gamer. I think the people that are going to play this and like it are already fans of the genre, are already looking for something like this. I think that's where this game is going to have better reception. And I'm trying to come from a standpoint like that. I don't play a ton of games like this, but for me, knowing what I was sort of getting myself into, I didn't realize it was as short as it is, but knowing what I was getting myself into, what kind of game to expect to play, I was like, okay, fuck it, let's go. And that's why I'm giving it an 8 out of 10, because I thought it was really well done. And for what it was, set out to do, how big the game was overall, really the only things I can think of is maybe give like one more kind of tense chase sequence, and maybe squeeze in a few more natural feeling jump scares. Other than that, it was cool. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. I think we're gonna just wrap it up there. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you guys for watching me play. Granted, it wasn't the longest one. We got a nice one off pretty fast, and it was fun. That's the most important part. So, yeah, this was kind of like an impulse. I didn't even expect to play tonight either, so very pleasantly surprised. Let me know in the comments below. Do you guys like these kinds of games? Are you into the horror genre? Have you played Welcome to Kowloon? Do you intend on playing it? What did you think of the game overall? Did you catch the stream? And if not, you better go follow me at twitch.com/guy-in-a-panda-suit. Watch me play these games live. And yeah, let me know everything down in the comments below. That's going to be it for me on this one.